Hello and welcome to part three of the Doctor Who: The Missing Years. On the next part, we're going to talk about the rest of the William Hartnell era. I'm moving on to the next one. We're going to go to the Cholesterol Toymaker. Now, the Cholesterol Toymaker is a very, very, very good story. Episodes 1 to 3 are missing, only 4 exists. I've listened to it on audio. It's really good. The Doctor lands on this planet where this Cholesterol Toymaker, this man who's in charge of this power, has trapped the Doctor there unless he plays the games. And he plays the games, and the Doctor's playing one game with the Cholesterol Toymaker, while Dodo and Stephen have to go through different games to try and get the TARDIS back. And they go through different rooms. One's with the cards, like people like the people from the cards, like Jack and the King of Hearts and the Queen of whatever, and they're all together and they have to try and go through all these challenges to try and get it. Some life-threatening, and then come across all these nasty people. But eventually they escape, and the Cholesterol Toymaker is destroyed because they've been defeated. Right, the next one we're going to go on to is talking about the Savages. The Savages is a story where the Doctor, Stephen and Dodo land on this planet, where they've got the elders of a perfect civilization, and you've got these creatures that have got all wrinkly faces, and we're not sure how they are, and the elders are the only able to maintain the energy needed to run their civilization by draining the life force from the helpless savages. So they're draining their power from the savages and using it to help their city. The Doctor is subject to the energy transference. Dodo really finds out what's happening, and I think in the end that the elders are destroyed, or they break or mental. I've watched it on the pictures, but I'm not really sure what happened. So the Savages, and that's when Stephen leaves the TARDIS, unfortunately, and joins the Savages and the Elders in building their civilization. So that was the Savages. The Smugglers. The Smugglers is the second story featuring Ben and Polly. Ben and Polly break into the TARDIS, and there's loads of the scenes of the Doctor moaning at Ben and Polly for entering the TARDIS, like, how dare you enter this TARDIS, and stuff. And they go to the smuggling era, the 1800s, and they're enclosed in death with the smugglers. It's a very violent episode, if it did exist on film. There's only clips that exist on film, like, "You're a fool, Joe Lumford," and then he like throws a knife at his back. I love that scene. It's like, nah! Right, so I love that scene, and there's loads of good scenes with Pike with a claw or a stick or something, and he pokes his people, and when he stabs this black man and he wipes the blood off his knife, and it's quite revolting to watch in black and white because, like, ugh. And there's loads of guns shooting and people dying and smuggling, and the Doctor and Ben and Polly are trying to escape from this violent era in time. And it's a very good story. I listened to it and it was like a really good story. So please go out and listen to these stories because they're actually good. If they don't exist on video, on film, you can still listen to them, and your imagination can run wild in listening to these episodes. The last one on the William Hartnell era would have to be episode 4, of the 10th planet. Now, the 10th planet is a very good story. It is a very good story. It is about the Cybermen, the first Cybermen story we see of them, their home planet, Mondas, coming back to Earth, and them invading the South Pole base, and episode 4. Episode 4 is where Ben and the scientists are trying to working on this bomb, because the Cybermen want to deactivate it or something, and the Cybermen are outside, and they work out the Cybermen cannot deal with radiation or gas, and they're using that to get the Cybermen away and trying to get out of the room. And the Cybermen have got Ben and the got Polly and the Doctor in their spaceship, and there's brilliant scenes. Absolutely, you really want to see it. You see it through the pictures, but if you saw it on video film, it'd be much better. There's this brilliant scene where Mondas shrivels up, and then the Cybermen shrink, and they go on, their bodies sink and be destroyed, and it's like, wow, like, only if that was available on film, that would be so cool to see, and probably extremely grotesque. And then the Doctor regenerates in that film, and that's that. Luckily, the regeneration footage still exists, and that's why we can see that clip. And only some of them clips is fun. Like they go, like Ben goes, "Come on, Doctor, it's all over." And like, "What did you say, my boy?" It's like, "It's all over. It's all over. It's far from being all over." And yeah, so 10th Planet, good episodes. Yeah, so that ends the missing years from the William Hartnell era. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that video.